Good afternoon, Bloomington. It is Friday at 3:06 p.m. You're listening to WIUX LP Bloomington, and this is Growing Pains, the show where we do a lot of cool things, including interviewing local and touring artists. Today, I'm joined in the studio by first-time guest, Pearlynn Queen. Say hello.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you all feeling?
Amazing.
I did some push-ups in the bathroom. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, got some cold water to the face, you know.
Yeah, that's my routine as well every single week. So you all know what's up. Thanks for joining me on the show today. We are going to be talking about some music that will be eventually released to the public in 4 weeks' time.
4 weeks' time.
We're counting it down every single week. I think we should kick off, though, by starting off with some introductions as to who you two are.
Absolutely.
Reese?
My name is Reese Wilson. I'm just a guy that likes to record music sometimes.
My name is Jonathan Felipe Oglesby, and I write songs sometimes too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And together the two of you are...
Pearlynn Queen.
You first.
Oh, Pearlynn Queen.
Pearlynn Queen.
Well, welcome, Pearlynn Queen. Welcome, John and Reese. I am super excited to play some songs that we've heard come out so far. I'm excited to preview some new ones that have unreleased. So this is really special. I would like to hear just a little bit about your origins as a duo. I mean, you were alluding that you guys have known each other for a minute, right?
Yeah, so one time in about maybe 8th grade, freshman year of high school.
Yeah, that was about the time.
I was on a trip to Florida.
I was working at a farm at the time.
Yeah, and I saw this guy with a straw hat just sitting underneath a palm tree playing his guitar. And I was like, man, this sounds really good. Do you remember what you said to me?
No. I mean, yes and.
Yeah, anyway. And from then on, we just knew it was a match made in heaven. We were friends ever since then, and we didn't make music for a while, even though we met through the acoustic guitar under the palm tree. But then one day, John just brought me a couple songs, and I was like, these are really good. We should record this.
Yeah, that's how I remember it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot more complicated than that, but eventually we started recording songs, and now it's done.
And now you're here.
Yes.
And what better place to meet? Underneath the palm fronds of a Florida farm tree?
Yes, exactly.
I'm not thinking too hard about that, but...
No need.
Well, I'm glad you two are together and making music. I think
my love. He's my love.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to get a taste of the relationship as the hour unfolds. I think our first order of business, just for the listeners who might not be acquainted with you, is to play the first song that you all dropped in early March 8th, just for tonight.
March 8th, you got that. You got that in the noggin.
I got that in the noggin.
That was great.
Do my research. I'm curious to hear if you have anything you want to preface the song with. A very strong debut single, if I might say.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about?
Yeah. I wrote this song after I watched Benny and June with My Love Now.
Oh.
My Love.
Okay.
Allison Jones. And this song is about her. And
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to be said.
All that needs to be said.
All right. Well, I'm excited to play it. This is just for tonight, Pearlynn Queen. We'll discuss it a little bit more afterwards, but thank you all for tuning in. We're going to have a great hour. See you soon.
How long do you plan on carrying all that weight? 'cause you've got you, you've got you, you've got you. Yeah, you've got you, you've got you, you've got you. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, watching various interviews. Can I claim to know them? No, just kick me the jokes, caving in, reminding me all did I quit, but just for tonight, I'm not feeling this right. 'Cause I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Yeah, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Yeah, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Yeah, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum,
And we are back. That was Just for Tonight, debut single from Pearlynn Queen. I am just, I think, blown away by how much is going on in that song. Instrumentally, you've got the chorus of voices at the end, a really catchy hook. Like, tell me about the construction of this song, all of the elements.
For me, I think a lot of this album was just kind of made on a whim and going with the flow, and not to like inflate any egos or anything, but I feel like it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like we purposefully put everything in the spot that it goes, but I feel like it just kind of landed that way. We just had ideas of certain instruments and certain things we wanted to do on the track. We knew we wanted a violin. We knew we wanted a slide guitar. And we just had really good musicians come in and just basically play whatever they wanted over the song that we already had. And then I just cut up all the different parts that I liked the most and just placed them where I wanted them to go and just kind of landed that way. So I'm really, really proud of that song and how it turned out. And John freaking killed the vocals on it for sure. That high note, he hit it every time. No tuning, wink wink.
No, it's like such a, it's such an impressive hook. I'm wondering for this song, or just the songs that that are to come. What's the writing process look like? I mean, you were saying that you are the originator of a lot of these songs. Talk about this one.
It's a lot of pizza and depriving yourself of sleep, I would say. Like 4 a.m., kind of get out of bed, go to Ableton, record some hooks and stuff like that. It's I never
Delirious.
Yeah. I never really think about what I'm writing when I go into it, for sure. But I do have influences that I tend to go to listen back and copy, basically. But yeah, I really can't. I don't know my own writing process yet.
Yeah.
I hope I can really figure it out in the next few months. That'd be nice.
I think you got a pretty good grasp on it, but hey, if you think you can still improve, keep going, man.
If you have an album about to come out, I'd say the writing process is definitely working.
Absolutely. This guy is loves to downplay how good he is at songwriting, but honestly, if he didn't write these songs as well as he did, they would not have produced as well as they were, recorded as well as they were. The first key to recording a good song is having a good song, believe it or not.
That's what my Beach Boys professor says. And he also says having good musicians.
Yes.
You can have the best written song in the world, but if these people don't know how to play,
Absolutely.
you're screwed. So.
And let me just say, there is no way that me and John would have been able to play all of the parts on this album. There are probably like 30 different musicians on this album total. And being at the music school is a really, really great resource to just call in the best musicians in the state, pretty much, to just throw down a violin track, and like you basically just put a mic in front of them and tell them to do whatever they want to do, and it sounds great. So my job was very easy in that sense, and yeah.
Yeah. I'm always struck by anytime there's audio engineer musicians, just how full and complex their projects are, and definitely rings true for this one.
Thank you.
I'm wondering, I mean, we talked a little bit off the air, but if you could elaborate more on your influences, John, when it comes to writing, or who you really look up to.
It's mostly what my dad played in the car when I was little. He played a lot of like Gorillaz and
Yes.
some like metal music, like Tool or something like that. But those are sounds that like just for some reason just stay in my brain. I can't explain it. Recent influences are like Radiohead, Father John Misty, the normie stuff. I tend to not go outside of that. I don't know why. It makes me uncomfortable. But
If you like it, you like it.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think we should listen to your second track that you've released, second one out.
For sure.
Last Sigh, Indiana. I'm interested because I'm hearing, I've heard this song, but as we kind of work through your other songs, I'm going to try to gain a sense of, where your writing is coming from, like what interests you when it comes to the stories and stuff that you're telling. But what can you say about this song before we get
Which one
into
is it?
Last Sigh.
Yeah.
It's about Indiana, a great place to stay.
Yes. Not to get too existential, but I feel like Indiana is a place that if you grow up in Indiana, it kind of keeps you there. Like there's a lot of people who are just Indiana for life, which is awesome. Indiana's a great state, but as someone who grew up there, I think John is just speaking on that condition, the condition of growing up in Indiana. And if anyone listening has grown up in Indiana, you understand exactly what we're talking about.
The music of this song falls on the cliches of songwriting, and a lot you'll hear it throughout the track and stuff like that. But I think we were fed false information growing up living in Indiana.
Yeah.
Like all these California dreams and stuff like that. And, and I thought it, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Jeff Parker because he absolutely killed it on this
dude.
track. Any trombone or trumpet you hear, it's just him stacked on top of himself 4 different times. So, shout out Jeff Parker. What a beast.
Shout out, Jeff. You're the real one. We thank you for what you did. All right. We're getting into it. This is Last Sight, Indiana. Pearlynn Queen. Enjoy.
It's been beaming on where we used to lay. Has it been darkening your door? Ciao, ciao. Oh God, you're down. I'm down. Let's chala. Too many movies make me feel straight, but I'm too fast. Still a kite on the wire. Make it make You're feeding the wall, you're breathing the wall. You're feeding the wall, you're breathing the wall. You're feeding the wall, you're breathing the wall. You're feeding the wall, you're breathing the wall till your last sigh.
And we are back. That was Last Sigh, Indiana, Pearlynn Queen. We were just remarking on how different a sound it is from Just for Tonight.
Yes. Spooky, funky.
Spooky, funky.
Spooky, funky Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little explanation behind that, because we figured it would be kind of jarring to our listeners if we released a folk song and then a spooky, funky western back to back. But we felt that it was very telling of the album content because it's kind of like 2 albums in one.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. What does that mean?
You got the folky side, and then you got the delirium side, and that's like 2, you know.
What's the title of the album, John?
My Left Eye and Hiding Delirium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How'd you come up with that?
It's about, you know,
Sounds cool, doesn't it?
it's about stuff.
I'll out you. John has a nervous tic where he rubs his left eye. So it's kind of like the authenticity of that, which is the folky side and more about life and everything. And
Well, the first half is like me telling you about my eye tick, and the second half is explaining how I'm lying to you.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. John actually lied to me probably 6 times about what the album was actually about. Like
What was the first one? The egg theory?
the egg theory, yeah.
How we're all one until we transcend.
It was some silly stuff.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to stick with. It's about the egg theory, and that's all you get. But the last half of the album is a lot freakier and synthier. I guess you could say maybe a little bit more Radiohead influence, like experimental type stuff. I hate the word experimental because I feel like sometimes it turns people off to things, and it's honestly not that weird what we're doing, but I don't know.
Maybe in the context of the album, it's a little bit, yeah.
Yes. And in the context of the album, Last Sigh will not sound as jarring as it does back to back with Just for Tonight, but
Yeah, cool.
yes.
In terms of like thinking up album concept, John, was that all you? Did you have it all figured out, or did you talk about it beforehand?
No, I actually had a completely different idea with how the album would go in the beginning, and then Reese kind of helped me conceptualize like what the concept was of the album
Yeah.
after I
Yeah.
stopped lying to him.
Once he finally told me what all the songs were about, we put a bunch of like themes together in our heads. It's really just over hours and hours and hours and hours of conversation, just like sitting on my front porch or just hanging out, like in between, conversations about life. But, we've been talking about this album for a long time. So I think that also gave us a lot of time to figure out what we wanted it to be about.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know when we first started recording it, but
Yeah. I think that's really interesting because I feel like there are a lot of people who aren't really trying to be proactive when it comes to figuring out the themes of their projects, or an album really is just a collection of songs and nothing more. So it sounds like it was important for you all to have a theme and something you could connect everything to.
Yeah.
definitely.
Does that come from anywhere? Like, I feel like, Father John Misty has like concept albums. Do you think it's in the things you listen to or the things you like?
I definitely think that's part of it for me, at least.
Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah.
I love concept albums, Dream Theater, stuff like that. I was always drawn to the idea of making a bigger deal out of your music than
Yeah,
it should
it
be.
feels more like a world than just an album when
Yeah.
you know what concepts you're going for, and it's a lot more immersive, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's a full experience. That's why I think music videos are cool, and why like any form of media that's linked to an album or a song just adds to the world that you're creating, which is really cool.
Yeah. And talk a little bit more. I know you, Reese, for doing a lot of video work and visual stuff for a lot of other artists in Bloomington. And it seems like the album artwork is very intentional. You've got photos and then other photos superimposed on top of it. So tell me a little bit more about the visuals for this album and what's to come.
For sure, yeah. So there's a lot of like family themes on the album covers within like these collages we have. I think me and John both had very interesting childhoods, I guess you could say, and that this album kind of speaks on that a little bit, and so those collages kind of tie that theme in a little bit, just of nostalgia and family and the melancholy nature sometimes of growing up and looking back on your childhood and stuff like that. and we also do a lot of for the more delirium stuff. I'm really into like old tube TVs, like CRTs and stuff like that. And I have this little video glitch synthesizer that makes a lot of cool glitch effects and stuff like that. So we use that for like little promo ideas and such. And we also bring the TVs to our live shows to do live visuals behind us while we're doing it. It's really a pain in the behind to carry those heavy TVs everywhere, but I think it's worth it because it kind of lets us stand out a little bit with really loudly ringing TVs behind us.
Yeah. I think it's a well, it reminds me of SZA, but it's also like who else is doing that in town, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
the
cool
Far Side. The Far Side has some TVs. Shout out them.
Yeah. Real. Shout out Far Side. Cool. Well, I think we should dive into a song we haven't heard yet because it's going to be released later.
Whoa, at some point probably.
This is a song called Alive featuring someone special for I guess all of us. Westhead?
I think so. I think he's kind of cool.
Okay. No, I would agree. He's your roommate, friend, collaborator. I feel like we should listen and then maybe talk about how you are folding people into the mix.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But any precursors or?
Just feel really alive while you're listening to this song.
Heck yeah.
Maybe if you're driving in the car, roll your windows down. It's beautiful out today.
Good idea. Great suggestion.
So nice.
Yeah. All right. This is Alive, Pearlynn Queen. Enjoy.
I can't sleep, ignore me. You think I'm a real rough rider, free bumps and I'll ditch the supplier. I'm that guy, so alive. I'm that guy, so alive. Grandma says I'm getting thin, seeking out religion. Is this my life? 'Cause I feel so alive. I'm alive, so say what I had in mind, 'cause I'm trailing off. You grab my waist and leave me dry. Yeah, I'm alive. Is this life? I'm alive.
And we're back. That was Alive by Pearlynn Queen featuring Westhead.
Yeah.
Super cool track.
Thank you.
I'm wondering, and this is related, you just said to something that you said to me off the air, about
That
how
was private.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm gonna say it anyways. I think it's relevant.
Do it.
How this might have been the lead single, but then you gave it some time and
Yeah.
you're happy about it. I'm wondering, just to kind of come up, what were the biggest challenges in recording a full album? What problems did you face, if any?
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Sean?
I feel like you have more to speak on this than me.
Yeah. I mean, with an album, like, it's a 41-minute album. There are some longer tracks on there for sure, and there are a lot of collaborators, so a lot of people's schedules that you have to keep in mind when you're trying to get them in the studio. Some songs are more self-sufficient than others, where me and John can do a lot of stuff by ourselves. Some songs we need more people to help us out with. So it's really just juggling a lot of schedules, including my own, and also just being realistic about how long it would take us to record everything. We originally wanted to release the album in December, which is obviously not the case. And then we wanted to release it in February, and then we wanted to do March, and it just kept moving back and back. And at first it was a little disheartening, like, is this ever going to get done type thing, you know? But you just got to keep going until it's something that you feel proud and confident about. At least that was my philosophy on it, because I don't know, if we like the songs, then I feel like it's a lot more likely that other people will like them as well. Obviously, some bands don't like the songs they release, and people still like them. But whatever, you know. Like, I think it was just really challenging being realistic with ourselves about how long everything was going to take. But we're here, and it's done. Even though we also talked off the air a little bit about Alive, which you just heard, we got that synth and guitar solo a week before we uploaded the final mix. So we were working up to the wire.
Bless you, Dan.
Bless you, Dan. Bless you, Trevor. You guys did a really great job on that track. Yeah, it was up to the wire, but we got it done. And I think it sounds really cool.
Yeah. I'm glad that you are content with the work that you have done, especially since it's you two doing the bulk of the album crafting. You know, it's not like you're handing it off to some producer to figure it out for you. So
all us, baby.
All you guys.
No, not really. But
lots of help.
Lots of help.
Lots of help.
Lots of help.
That's how the best work is made, though, in my opinion.
I love collaboration. It's so awesome.
Shout out collaboration. Yes. I am curious to know just a little bit about the spaces in which you were recording, like what a typical recording day would look like. Were you in the Joshi studio?
Yes, Georgina Joshi studio. It's an interesting studio because it has a lot of really, really good gear in it, but sometimes it kind of feels like a hospital because it's very sterile in there. It's still a classroom at the end of the day. And off record, we didn't actually record any of this in Joshi. But if we happened to record a couple of things in Joshi, we made sure that we were using the space to its fullest capability. It's a really, really nice studio. We tried recording some stuff DIY at like a home studio. Didn't really go very well. But
I got some cool alternate versions of it, though.
Yes, maybe
cool.
one day people will hear some alternate versions of these tracks. But it was pretty much just in an unnamed nice studio in town.
Cool. That we didn't just...
Yeah, no. We weren't talking about anything specific.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much mystery around this project as well. Let the listeners guess. Where could it have been?
What can we say?
Cool. I'm wondering too, because you've alluded that you've played some of the music live, which you have. I've been present for some of that.
We played with Prairie Scout for our first show ever.
I know.
So amazing.
I kind of hide the fact that I'm in a band
Oh.
on Growing Pains, but not. No, this is me saying it's time to come out as musician.
Shout out Prairie Scout. Everyone go listen to Prairie Scout right now.
Thanks, Reese.
Well, maybe after this interview.
Yes, maybe after. No, stay tuned in.
Stay tuned in. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't lead the listeners away.
Sorry. But shout out Prairie Scout.
Thank you. Back to you all playing your first show and playing subsequent things next. How's it been translating these songs as you've written them and recorded them into a live product?
I think it's just awesome to hear the feedback. It's been so long since I've heard anyone say anything and how they feel about the project, and even in a live setting. So it's really nice to finally feel that community, I would say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I think at our most, we've only played 2 shows so far. They were both acoustic. Shout out Dusty Marlett.
Oh, dude, I love that dude.
He's an awesome,
Little squirt.
awesome kid. I love that guy. And he plays keys for us, and it's just the 3 of us doing some acoustic gigs. Our most recent one, we didn't have a set list going in. We just had like some songs that we knew, and at first we were a little nervous about it. Well, we forgot, honestly. We just forgot to make a set list.
Real,
but
yeah.
It was more fun. It was like 10 times more fun to just play like whatever you were feeling in that moment, kind of just like you're rehearsing. So I just think it's fun to perform in front of people in general.
Yeah.
And we're pretty much just playing like, we're just jamming out to the songs. We're not like being super intentional about like what we're doing in certain spots. We play the songs different every time we play them. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
Cool. Do you see yourself expanding the live band to incorporate maybe some more of the instruments we can hear?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our next show, we would really love to do a full band show, which we have a full band. And if anyone listening out there needs another band on their show coming up and they like anything they've heard, let us know. Pearlynn Queen on Instagram. But
You gotta get the plug in. Yeah.
but yeah, we would love to, and I would love to do a really big show at some point with a huge CRT wall of like 20, 30 TVs, doing live visuals while playing at the same time. I think that would be really awesome.
That would be awesome. And the listeners can expect that if you keep up with the Instagram.
Yeah.
You know.
Where can they find that at?
At Pearlynn Queen.
Yeah, there we go. Pearlynn Queen.
Kind of, I look at that and it's not intuitive, but I've got it now. Pearlynn.
A lot of people say Pearlynn, which I guess is okay, but it's Pearlynn.
It's Pearlynn. Come on. Now the listeners know.
Yes.
Great. Well, excited to see what you guys dive into for the live stuff.
Absolutely.
I think we should play another track. Your Taste.
Yes.
Ooh, I haven't even heard this one before. What?
You may have heard it in passing at some point. It's
weird.
It's definitely weird. It's delirious, but
This is on the second half.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the second half. But I really like the song. It might be one of my favorites on the album. So I don't know. Definitely. I don't know. It's pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll enjoy Your Taste, Pearlynn Queen. Enjoy.
I need a corkscrew. Please give me my wine. And a home for 2 makes too much sense. Am I in love with your taste now? Do I need a crush with your taste now? I haven't been flowers in bloom. Your eyes triple in maroon. Go cry in his arms, then give me my wine. Disco playing, dancing queen. I think my mastered moves are captivating to the two blokes staring at my limbs are cold. What is? Felt her right hand grab my only cigarette for the night. My gaze has made itself known. God, I want you. God, I need you. God, I just want to be every inch of you. This is it, my love. It's a taste now. I haven't been rushed for days now. I'm just a crow, sticking to
And we're back. That was Your Taste, Pearlynn Queen.
What a journey.
What
Oof.
a journey. Again, full body instrumentals, some crazy drums. Shout out
Justin Clark.
Shout out Justin Clark.
Really great drummer in town. He also is drumming on another song on the album, which is the title track, My Left Eye and Hiding Delirium. And it's basically a big drum solo, that entire song. So look forward to that, I guess, at some point whenever you hear it. But
Not today.
yes. He's very good at what he does. And also shout out Quinn Romey. He played sax on that song, front half. Him and Jeff are really carrying all the ear candy. They did a really great job.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I think I want to play us out in a little bit with John Wayne diss track.
Yeah.
But I would like for you all to, I don't know if there's anything you want to tell the listener about, just why we should be excited about your project again. I would love to hear that.
For sure. I don't know. I don't know if you should be excited. I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
But music taste is subjective. Not everyone likes every song they listen to, but I think it's cool. That's all I can say, really. If you do listen to it and like it, that's really awesome. I mean, we obviously are releasing it for a reason, and we really enjoy when people listen to it and tell us that they like these songs, because we really like them too. But at the end of the day, if you don't listen to the album or any of these songs, my feelings won't be hurt. But you should, because I think they're cool.
What a pitch. How about you?
He killed it.
Well said.
Yeah.
I think that's just in a nutshell how we feel about the album.
Yeah. I'm excited to get the full picture with all of the songs. I think
it's definitely a full experience. If you can, and if you haven't listened to any of the singles yet, maybe just wait till the album comes out.
I would, probably do that.
Listen to it front to back.
Yeah.
That's I think the best way to experience this project. But songs are cool too. Do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
And it comes out what day?
April 26th.
April.
Don't tell anyone. It's a secret.
April 26th. So we've got a little bit of like a month to go.
A week or a month from today.
Sweet.
Yes.
Exciting.
Yep.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming on the show, for talking about some of your songs. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. I'm excited. I always love to do a little preview. It feels special. So
yes.
I appreciate you joining me on this beautiful Friday.
Beautiful.
This has been Growing Pains. You can tune in every week at 3 p.m. for live interviews. Next week, actually, I'm having an interview at 5 p.m. Time change because Mindfully Blind is coming on.
Yes.
So
we love Mindfully Blind.
Yes, shout out. Coolest band ever. I'm excited to have them on. But thank you for tuning in. You can follow Pearlynn Queen at Pearlynn Queen on Instagram. PearlynN Queen.
Yes.
Perfect.
Woo!
Nice.
And Growing Pains at Growing Pains WIUX. Thank you for tuning in. I'm done with the thank yous. Let's play us out with John Wayne diss track.
Coming out in a week.
Featuring
Al Bale.
And that's all you get. See you next week.
It's mine, and wherever you are right now, and whoever you are, it's yours. Have it your way. I wish you well.
Noblemen sit back on the back porch with a cup or two, conversating about the crowd brewing at the rendezvous. Lord knows they did try, but still time made a fool out of her. By the tongue my young mother gave with a cup or two, she was loving, but her belly was a full of well-known abuse. I know she did try, still time made a fool out of her. Maybe Anna knows I tried. Please, Anna, know I tried. Cricket's gonna chirp, heartbreak's gonna hurt. Still time made a fool out of me. Now me another fear of letting go. Just maybe the stars are all yours.